Hi neighbors. We all know there are things in life you just don't want to look back on. But sometimes it's worth doing because you see how far you've come. So let's go there. Travel back with me about 2 years ago to those first signs that our normal routes and routines in the neighborhood of Shell Beach were about to be shaken up a bit. As the biggest construction project in Pismo Beach's history got underway, so did some big hassles for those of us who live and work in the neighborhood. The Shell Beach Streetscape project was a $14 million facelift that had been in the works for about as many years.
8 projects in one, a new street, new sidewalks, new multi-use path, artwork all over the place, something for everyone.
And the upgrades and improvements weren't just at surface level, which is why the first phases of the project may have been the most challenging.
When things were being absolutely destroyed.
The underground caverns, cables, and pipes that deliver our water, electricity, cable, and sewer services got an overhaul as well, and that meant months of digging, dirt, detours, and noise.
All of that destruction, agony, turmoil, frustration, stop signs, detours, it was all for a reason. But out of the destruction, we now have more reliable water, more reliable sewer, better storm drains, a better infrastructure, a safe place for you to walk your kids, go on a bike ride.
The painful process took some community cohesiveness to get through, though. City leaders learned how tight this little corner of the city is, and we learned how they cared enough to hear our concerns with monthly Dish It Out sessions.
We appreciated the open communication, the honest communication, and letting us know where we could do things better. So we're very fortunate. That's what makes our community so special, is the businesses.
But as soon as those businesses got through the worst of the construction, they were hit by another blow, a worldwide pandemic that shut most of them down for another year. For much of that, though, construction crews were able to keep plugging away.
COVID, we had a 100-year storm, we had other delays that impacted us, but for the most part, we stayed pretty close to on schedule. To be able to complete all of the various elements on budget within a reasonable schedule is something to be very proud of. Your public works team works very hard here in Pismo Beach.
2 years after the Streetscape project began, our world is opening back up again, and businesses who weathered both storms are eager to reap the benefits.
To our businesses, we want to say thank you. You endured so much during this time, and you guys were great to work with. A big thank you. You endured construction, you endured COVID. Now it's time to see the payback on that investment.
Tourists and folks who missed the hassles seem to be impressed with the end results.
What a great transformation, from the last time I've been down here. I think they did a really great job making a usable space for the businesses so they get to shine, and pedestrians and bicyclists get to have a great space, and cars in the sunshine. It's like they did a great job.
I like it best at night when it's lit up. It's very pretty and it's lit up, and it looks like a destination rather than just a street.
Those of us who live here may not appreciate the transformation because we've been watching it unfold daily. So do try to take a minute to appreciate the finished product, all that went into it, and all the finishing touches.
So there's a little bit of artwork spread out throughout the entire corridor. Everything from stop sign posts, street signs in mosaic, our benches, the landscaping, the multi-use path, the fencing. You have signs that have now gone up. This year we have our 75th anniversary banners, but in the future we'll be able to rotate those, and our pavers, the crosswalks, everything really came together to be one cohesive project that we call the Streetscape.
And the lights. You spoke up and the city listened. The lamps in all of these are going to be replaced by ones being produced right now just for us by the manufacturer.
The light that it produces will be more directly focused downward, so you're not going to have a lot of what people call light pollution or overlighting going out into the area. And then those that are in the corridor are still going to see that everything is very well lit.
So spring is here, things are opening back up, and we all endured a lot during the Streetscape construction, so it seemed appropriate to take a look back, but also a look ahead. Bring on the business, bring on the mixing and mingling with neighbors again, and let's celebrate this great place we get to call home.
Now that we're out of it, We want to say thank you to the residents, thank you to the businesses, and thank you to the community. This wouldn't have been possible without them.